What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Andre Dorsey here again. Today, man, I want to elaborate a little bit more on Madden NFL 18, which is coming out, we know for sure, or should be August. Madden always comes out towards the end of August. But what I want to talk about today is that Madden 18 is going to be using the, guess what? Frostbite engine. They had the Ignite engine ever since Madden 25, and it was okay. If you watch the trailer about the Ignite engine, it sounds like you would have gotten a lot more, but actually playing the games with the Ignite engine, I didn't see a difference. I didn't see anything different. However, with the Frostbite engine, which I've been a fan of because they used it in FIFA 17, and you know the depth that this engine provides. It brings a level of extreme excitement and potential to Madden NFL 18. If you watch my previous Madden video discussion, you'll note some of the stuff that I was talking about, like having a deeper, more hands-on franchise mode as far as the individual player. Like if I want to create myself and play as myself, as well as have a deeper mode, as well as like for the coaching and the owner. But like I was saying in the video about how it is, if you've ever played MLB The Show, how their career mode is, where you're basically bringing this player up, basically really through high school. You don't play any high school games, but you're starting your career at the high school level, at the end of your high school level, where you're being scouted, and then you have the choice to go straight to the draft or to go to college, and then you play your showcase games and stuff like that. And you don't immediately go straight to the pros. You start out in like AA or AAA or something like that, and then you get called up to the show. I'm not saying follow that same format, but I would love to have that depth to where I could picture myself creating my player. Because let's be real, we don't have college football this year, and we miss college football so much. Take a page out of 2K's book with NBA 2K17. How when you start your My Career mode, that's another example where you actually start out playing in college. Because guess what, EA? You could still pay some of these college teams just like 2K did to have them in your game for that purpose. I would love to start out my career playing as my player in the college football playoffs, because it's only what, 4 games, 2, 3, 4 games, something like that. So you could have that and then turn around and have the players work out at the combine, as well as work out on their pro day. Have both of those options, just like MLB The Show has 2 showcase games. It would be really cool if you could put that in Madden to where you have your pro day workout as well as your the combine workout. And make this cool too. Make it to where if you play well enough that you get an invite to the combine, which raises your draft stock. And if you play poorly in those playoff games, then maybe you don't get an invite to the combine. Maybe you just get and you just end up with your pro day, which you can still turn some heads as well, but your draft stock won't be as high because everybody knows the combine is where the real talent is at for the most part. Now, also, even go a little bit further, EA. Let's have the Senior Bowl. Yes. Let's have the Senior Bowl in there. So you start out playing in the college football playoffs. After that, you have the Senior Bowl, which determines your draft stock. Then if you play well in that, you have the combine and then your pro day. Have that, man. You know how much copies of Madden you would sell with that alone? Those people who are big into college football but are like, about Madden, you would have those players literally lining up at the doors to buy copies of Madden just to have that experience. Not only that, but in that career mode, give us the option to do more than just run some plays. Give us those options to do stuff in our outside life that affects us. Give us the option to, hey, lift weights or stay after practice and do extra stuff here and there to gain some extra XP and stuff like that. Man, I'm telling you, EA, if you do that, I guarantee you Madden will sell out. You will sell the highest copies of Madden NFL football than you have ever sold. And the reason I'm saying all of this is because you will have the Frostbite engine, which gives you that depth. If you look at FIFA that uses Frostbite, they have that depth. to where you're taking a player and you have a lot more story involved. And on the flip side of that, if you want to be a coach, let's do the same thing, except for just focusing on one player. You're controlling the entire team through those playoffs. And if you do great, guess what? You get to coach the Senior Bowl. And then if you do great after that, guess what? You are put in a position to get called up to the NFL level. And then guess what you get to do? You get to go and scout at the combine, pick players and find gems. You get to go scout at the Senior Bowl. You get to go scout at the pro days. You get to pick what pro days you get to go to. That would be so awesome. Do you see the depth that would bring to the game? Because the frostbite, we already know the graphics on the frostbite are going to be legit. They're going to be awesome. If you go on YouTube, there's a video where you can look at the comparison between 16 and 17 of FIFA when they had the Ignite engine versus the frostbite engine, and it is a night and day difference. And then you have these newer consoles that are coming out that are graphically enhanced. Imagine what it's going to look like, man. And it's going to be awesome. The frostbite engine has the potential to make this Madden the best ever in history of Maddens, both in depth as well as in graphics. Now, right now, I'm not seeing that Madden is available for the 360 and the PS3. If you own a 360 and PS3, I'm sorry. But for next-gen console owners, that could be, like I said, another plus, especially with consoles like the PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One S, Project Scorpio coming out, stuff like that. Because what that enables them to do is put more depth into the games and truly utilize those consoles. Because let's be real, when you have a PS3, Xbox 360, and they make games for those consoles as well as the next gen, they literally limit what those games could do because they have to make them to fit those older generation consoles. It's not like back in the day with PS2 and PS3 where you had one game that had certain features, and then on the PS3 you had a game that had other features. They could do that, but it's going to cost them more money that they don't want to spend. So to prevent that, I mean, hey, just put it on one console. But like I said, right now I'm not even seeing it available for pre-order on the 360 and the PS3. So that could be a good thing as well. That could mean more depth as well. Another thing with the Frostbite engine that could become a possibility is if you look at NHL, how they have different stations carrying the games. Make that realistic for the player. You know, if I'm playing this game, let it be on the NFL Network. If I play this game, let it be on Fox. If I play this game, let it be on CBS and stuff like that, or ESPN. Man, can you imagine? Are y'all seeing it? Are you seeing the depth that the Frostbite engine can bring to Madden if they utilize it correctly? A whole new depth to the ball game. Graphically and depth will be added to this game with the Frostbite engine. I'm going to call it. I'm going to go out on a limb and call it and say that. Only thing that I'm hoping is that they implement those things. Take a lesson from MLB The Show. Take a lesson from 2K. And take a lesson even from FIFA and make the story mode deeper. Make the my player deeper, man. Forget the ultimate team stuff, man. You could be using that to put more depth into the rest of the game. I know there's a big base for it and there's money in it and stuff like that. But you got the Frostbite engine, so there's no excuse for players like me who love college football, who can't have college football right now, to be able to bring my player up through at least the college playoffs. Because then all you have to do is get 4 teams. 4 NCAA teams that'll let you use their logos and stuff like that into the game. And then go into the freaking Senior Bowl. Or maybe not the Senior Bowl, because like in the Senior Bowl, you do got to have other teams. So even without that, being able to go to my combine, run my 40, do my bench press, and let's say this, Madden, because y'all had that in the game before. Don't do it the same way where you got to run the 40 with your analog sticks. Don't do that. Let's go old school Madden 96 on Sega Genesis, where you ran the 40, tapping them buttons, like the same way we do on the track games and stuff. Because I'm telling you, you will have a huge following for Madden 18 if you implement those things. This video is to tell y'all that the Frostbite engine has that potential to make Madden that great. I promise you. Go look at FIFA. Go look and see what the Frostbite engine did for FIFA. They've adopted it for Madden 18. Look out for the Frostbite. Look out for future announcements. Stay tuned. Till next time, y'all. Peace.